Hey guys and girls, today we're going to be talking about molarity when it comes to solutions. So, molarity, which is one form of how chemists determine the concentration of a solution, here's how it's defined, right? So the moles of solute. Now kids always get this confused and it's real easy to see why. The word solute sounds a lot like the word solvent. Right? Okay? So the difference between the two is the solute is what gets dissolved. And the solvent is what does the dissolving. What dissolves the solute. And the solute is in lesser amounts than the solvent. Okay. So looking at molarity, it's the moles of the substance that you dissolve, the solute, per liter of solution. And the word solution is abbreviated by SOLN, period. Okay? So you do this all the time when you make Kool-Aid and iced tea and any powdered drink. The more powder that you add to the same volume of solution, it's going to get sweeter, right? It's going to be more concentrated. Thus, you're increasing the molarity of Kool-Aid as you're putting more Kool-Aid in the water, right? So, here's a problem to kind of see this in practice. Calculate the molarity, which is defined as moles of solute per liter of solution. If you have 25 grams of copper 2 chloride dissolved in a total volume of 1,500 milliliters. Okay. So here's our solute, CuCl2, and I need to get that to moles, right, from grams to moles. So I know I have to take the mass that they give me of my solute, and I need to divide that by the molar mass of copper 2 chloride, which so happens to come out to this number here, 134.45. So essentially I'm dividing 25 by 134.45 and I get my moles, 0.1859. Okay. So I have the top piece of the puzzle. The bottom piece of the puzzle here, I have to get this to liters, right? It's in milliliters. And molarity is defined by per liter, not milliliter. Okay? So I simply take that decimal and move it 3 spots to the left to get from milliliters to liters. And I have a total solution volume of 1.5 liters. So I take my moles of my solute, divided by my liters of solution, and I get 0.1239 molar. Well, what does that even mean? What that means is that I have 0.1239 moles of the solute, copper 2 chloride, per every 1 liter, I can't talk today, 1 liter of solution. All right, from this, okay, so we have our concentration. From this 0.1239 molar copper 2 chloride solution, if we poured out 400 milliliters, how many moles of copper 2 chloride would we have from our pouring? So here it is again, they give me milliliters. We want to convert it to liters. So simply move that decimal 3 to the left, and we get 0.4 liters. And I multiply that by my concentration, my molarity. Molarity is super helpful because it tells us how many moles of solute we have for every liter of solution. So my liters cancel. 0.4 times 0.12, and we get 0.04956 moles of copper 2 chloride is poured out. Taking my volume that I poured and just simply multiplying it by my concentration. It's a nice little trick that we can use here. All right, finally, how many grams would this be of copper 2 chloride? Okay, so we have our moles, and simply to go from moles to grams, we use the molar mass, right? So 0.04956 moles, multiply it by the molar mass, and we get a final answer of 6.663. So in other words, we poured out 400 milliliters of this concentration, which is equivalent to this many moles of copper 2 chloride, which is equivalent to this many grams. All right. Coming up after this video, there's going to be a video on practice problems for molarity. Okay? And there's another equation that you can use. It's called the dilution equation, where if you take the molarity of the first solution and you know the volume of that first solution, you can always equate that with the molarity and the volume of a second solution. This is called the dilution. So if you're ever given the molarity and the volume of one solution, but you don't know the molarity or the volume of another solution, you can use this as well to help you on these problems. All right. I'll see you guys in class. Good luck on these. As always, I hope you're watching the videos. I hope they help. And if anything in class comes up that you don't understand, as always, please ask. All right. Until next time.